Hey guys, good morning, good evening, good night. Maybe in some countries. I hope everybody's doing great. This is Danish once again with our weekly free community webinar where we invite experts, lawyers, attorneys, professionals like Taavi to share their knowledge with us, with our community, which otherwise normally cost a lot of money, right? So it's an incredible event sessions we are operating. So before we start, I will be sharing some resources with you, which can definitely help you. So feel free to watch my screen and also share those links with your friends. So first, okay, let me share my screen. So first thing I want to share is the very famous database which I personally created. Why it's famous? Because I actually curated 800 visas in 150 countries for every citizen of the planet. So wherever you come from, doesn't matter. Put your citizenship and search all the visas available to your passport in the world. To give you an example, there is a Belgium working holiday visa, or let's go there. And what you could check, you can see the citizenship path, duration, complexity, requirements, how many people from your country or which country community, people from the communities living in Belgium, and also the cost of living. So it's an incredible free resource for all of you. I created it. It took me a lot of time. You can check it out. Second thing I want to share is that you can find visa and tax and company incorporation experts around the world. So you can hire them, get your relocation done, get your visas done. Tavi is also here. You can find Tavi if you search Estonia. Second resource I want to share, it's a free community portal, guys. If you're looking to hire a digital nomad, or you are the one looking for a remote job, please join this free community portal. Put your profile there. A lot of companies contacting me, and I share this portal with them, and they contact the digital nomads and hire them. So you're looking for a gig, remote gig, or a job, go ahead, create a free community profile. The last thing, this community webinar requires a lot of efforts, and it is supported by Safety Wings, is our community supporter for the webinars. So check them out. Their products is the most famous insurance in our community or around the world for remote workers. $42 for a month, anywhere in the world you can go. And they also have very exciting new products coming up. So with that being said, I'm going to turn off my screen and I want to introduce our today's expert, Taavi Tammoja. He's from IBCCS Tax. This is an incredible company which operates in Georgia, Estonia, and Cyprus. They covers all the matters related to visas, immigration, relocation, and taxes. So today, of course, Tavi will be talking about Estonia and sharing his incredible knowledge. So first, I will start. Tavi, how are you doing? How's your day so far?
Hi everyone, this is Taavi from Estonia. I'm feeling good and very happy to be here. And thanks, Danish, for the invite.
Yes.
I will first of all say that we'll cover all the topics we mentioned, and of course we're gonna speak about the visas as well,
Yeah.
which I
Of
guess
course.
is
Yes, this is the most favorite topic of the community, and especially from non-European, non-EU nomads, they are really interested in that. So I will start our conversation with what is e-residency? I mean, I don't understand what is e-residency. So please tell me. I don't know anything. What is e-residency?
okay. So first of all, I want to go back a little bit to history. Like e-residency, it is a digital ID card, but first it came from the digital signature, which Estonia implemented 20 years ago. So all the Estonian citizens were able to sign documents digitally. And later, the government decided to offer this to the whole world. So now everyone in the world uh, can apply for e-residency digital ID card and access Estonian government services. Like, for example, you can manage your business information open a business, do taxes, access online banking facilities, visit notary, and even apply for a real residency permit and do all that online with the
Wow.
help of e-residency.
Wow. This is
However, yeah,
yeah, please continue.
I just want to clarify that it's called e-residency. So notice the e. So it's virtual and it's not a real residency or tax residency.
Good. Okay. So first I will go and talk about Estonia a little bit, and then I will ask you questions around that E, because this E is the most important thing here. So Estonia is a country in Europe. It's a small country, but it's highly digitalized and highly innovative country, I should say. I personally have lived in Estonia. I have a lot of friends in Estonia, and I love Estonia. So, what do you think? I will ask you the first question. Why Estonia? Why not Germany? Why not France? Or they come up with this? Like, what is the history? Why Estonia came up with this idea or idea?
No, it's really good question. I guess where Estonia is a small country, just 1.3 million people, and in the border of the EU. So Estonians have to be clever and come up with new solutions. And the winters are cold here, and then I guess hardworking people. So it's people are very IT savvy and have come up with a lot of solutions. And Estonia is also the country with most unicorn companies per capita. So that also shows something.
Wow.
Meaning
I
unicorn
think,
meaning company worth over 1 billion euros.
so some examples of those unicorns are TransferWise, Skype, and I think there's another one. So these are incredible. So Estonia came up with this e-residency. The idea is e-residency can be applied by anyone, or do I have to be from certain country?
Yeah, it can be applied by anyone. It takes about
Mhm.
30 minutes to apply and it costs 100 euros.
Yeah.
Processing takes on average about 2 months. And after
Two
that,
months.
you can pick it up from various locations around the world. Like
Okay.
mostly they are Estonian foreign embassies, but the government is now working to increase the amount of locations. So it will become possible to pick it up from everywhere.
Okay. So we are getting deep into it. Let me ask you one question. So e-residency is an electronic ID offered by Estonian government to anyone in the world to get this ID. And after this ID, they can start a business in Estonia. That's correct?
Yes, that's correct. So similar to Estonian citizens, all e-residents will get a personal identification code. So
Wow.
they can also sign documents digitally, and it will work. It will be accepted in Estonia. So there are many things they can do with they can register company online. Maybe that's the next topic I can talk
Yeah. Yeah.
about more, like
Yeah.
how it works. So
Yeah. So
uh,
sure. Let me ask you with that. So e-residency is for everyone in the world. They can get this ID, they can register, they can open a company in Europe, in European Union. This is big actually. I am sitting in Colombia right now. I can just go online, apply this in half an hour. In 2 months, I get this ID and I can open a European company while have never been visited to Europe, have no ties to Europe, have no citizenship of Europe, but I can open a business in Europe. This is exciting. How does it
yeah,
work? How does it work? Yeah, that's the next question.
and not only a company, but you could actually purchase a property in Estonia
Oh,
also online, using the online notary, and
mhm.
it's possible to arrange that and do it completely remotely without ever visiting Estonia, as there are no restrictions more or less to buy property in Estonia. Only you can buy close to the Estonian border some properties when
Sure.
you're a foreigner, but more or less you can buy everywhere. But the company registration,
Wow.
uh, there are multiple options. So first of all, of course, you can do it the traditional way. Come to Estonia, visit the notary. You can
Yeah.
also appoint a representative and do it like for us, for example, and you can appoint the power of attorney, and we can do it on your behalf. But if you choose to go with the e-residency, you can either visit an online notary, or you can also, there is a way to do it through an online portal. So
Okay.
for this
Sure.
option, all the shareholders and directors of the company, they will need to be e-residents, so they can
Okay.
digitally sign documents and open the company.
Sure.
So
Perfect.
there are also some requirements for this. So you would need to actually appoint a local contact person, and this local contact person is somebody who will be receiving procedural documents on your behalf in Estonia. And
Okay.
the contact person has to be a licensed entity. So those are law firms, auditors, or fiduciary service providers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So this is similar to US. You have to have a registrar, local registrar in Delaware, and it's a local entity, which of course, guys, Taavi's firm do this work. So you can definitely talk to him afterwards. So registering a company, if I am a solopreneur, if I'm a freelancer, I just need to be e-resident. I go there in half an hour, I apply, pay for the fees. What are the documents I need to apply the e-residency?
there are a number of documents that are asked during the process. Like you also need to provide evidence that you have a connection with Estonia, or like, for example, you have an agreement with the service provider that you're going to be working with, who is going to provide this contact person service, and
Okay.
then you can apply. Otherwise, there are no limitations. They're basic due diligence, like in the banks, they ask for your rental contract, for your CV, and like your background information, pretty much. So
Sure.
nothing too complex.
Yeah.
And our firm can provide assistance with this online registration for e-residency and for the company as well. So usually it's a matter of 1 hour consultation, so we can go through, answer any questions, and then also go through the process of registering the company online. So it's nothing too complex, very straightforward, but
Yeah.
usually it's good to have also this consultant that answers everything. That's
Yeah. That's incredible. So we start getting the questions. I will get into them straight away very soon. One last question I want to ask you. So I'm a Canadian citizen and I register my company in Europe and I get this e-residency and then apply for a company. I get the company. Now, what will be the tax obligations for me? I have never been to Estonia, let's say. I've been there, but let's say I have never been, but I have now a company through e-residency. What will be the tax obligations for me? For the company,
this is yeah, this is a very good question, and we can say that with taxes, like taxes are already quite complex everywhere. I think everyone will agree on that.
yeah.
But if we put the digital nomad also in the formula, so meaning that your lifestyle will not be just staying in one country, you're traveling around. So this
Yeah.
takes it to a whole another level.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's not an easy question to answer.
Mhm.
So a lot of factors come in, and to answer and to make sure to understand what will be the tax obligations. Like there can be different countries that will want to claim taxes on you,
Mhm.
etc. And it also depends on the company and how the company is structured. What is what are the activities? Where are the clients? There's so many different factors that come in.
Yes.
So this is why it takes in most cases, to analyze the situation and provide advice, it takes 1 hour consultation, and
Sure.
in our cases we can say. But
Okay.
I can of course briefly say about the Estonian taxes,
Hmm.
how it works, and what can be the benefits.
Sure.
So
So yeah, let's jump into it. So I am not a resident, actual resident in Estonia, so I will not be paying any personal income taxes. The money I'm making online or in America or in Canada, I don't have to pay taxes after becoming an e-resident to Estonian government, correct? Personal income tax, right?
Yeah, so we can say just that Estonia, it has very simple tax system. So Estonian companies don't have to pay any corporate income tax until profit distribution. So
Oh,
meaning until you don't withdraw anything from the company, you can run the company tax free.
wow. Wow. This is actually very good for the early stage companies, I guess, because that time they want to just keep in. So I can pay expenses to contractors, but if I don't take out any profit or dividend, then I am not paying any taxes. So it's a 0% tax, corporate tax.
Correct, yeah. So the income tax is otherwise it's 20%. It's also both applies on a personal level and on a corporate level. As
Sure.
just to explain that there are, like, if you're not Estonian resident, then you have to take into account the income tax that is where you are based or where you're tax resident.
Sure, sure. So guys, wherever you are, if you have a e-residency and if you're making money online, you don't need to pay any taxes. E-residency is not a tax thing. But if you register a company in Estonia, even then you will be not paying any taxes until you withdraw profit or dividend from that Estonian entity. And in that case, you will be paying 20%. So that's the correct, are we right? That's the correct, the whole correct.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So guys, this is amazing. So now we're getting into, I want to ask you about visa options. So this is an e-residency. It allows me to register a company in Europe. But what are the visa options? I wanna live in beautiful Estonia. I wanna try and experience the culture. So the first visa option, of course, will be the tourist visa. But are there any other visa options, Tavi?
Yeah. One moment. Hope you can jump back to the previous topic for a bit, just to say
Yeah.
that international tax is often misunderstood,
Okay.
and like we can say that in these communities, people talk about their experiences, which might sometime apply to them, but
Mhm. Not to every.
as I mentioned before, like we have to analyze different factors that come in. So usually taxation can be very much different for people depending on where you are located, etc., and the company setup. So like if you are managing the company from other country and the
Mhm.
Estonian company doesn't have any substance, like you just register the company and you shift profits through this company, then usually it means that by local laws, this company would be like treated as a company that where you're based in. So in practice, opening a company abroad just to try to get tax benefits without building any real business behind that, it doesn't give you anything. It doesn't work. It creates a double bureaucracy, basically.
Sure.
So that's not the best way to go, but
Sure.
there are ways to achieve these tax benefits when you're actually building something real. So we can definitely help with that, and it can be a great way to build an Estonian business, also to later get a residency permit and visas, as there are ways for
Mhm.
entrepreneurs that to get visas based on entrepreneurship in Estonia,
Mhm.
investing some funds and etc. So first of all, I want to say that Estonia, being a digital nomad friendly country, has even introduced a special digital nomad visa. So I think this is something that will be the most attractive for digital nomads. It is
Mhm.
possible to apply for the visa in Estonian embassies, and you can get the visa in 30 days. And
Oh, wow.
we have even clients who have got the visa in a week, just traveling
Oh,
to an Estonian embassy and uh, submitting all the digital copies of the documents before. So when they go to embassy, they already, they have seen everything. We have advised them how to prepare everything. So when they go, they get everything processed very quickly. And it is a Schengen D visa. So it means that you can stay in Estonia and you can travel freely in the world's largest visa free zone for up to 1 year. So
wow.
sounds
This is
quite good. I think.
This is literally, I am literally like excited hearing that,
Yeah, and
because even Canadians or Americans, they cannot stay longer in even in European Union, right? 32 countries, and we need to go out after 180 days, I believe.
yeah, so it's possible. It's even possible to extend that visa. So you can, but you can stay maximum 548 days within 730
Yeah.
consecutive days. So
Wow. So there is a digital nomad visas, guys, and we will be having a separate webinar for the Estonian digital nomad visas. But it's great to know today that anyone from anywhere, they can get this visa. They can be in Europe. You don't need to stay in Estonia. You can be traveling around, exploring the Europe without worrying that, oh, your 90 days are running out or you don't have an extension. Anyone, including Americans or Indians or Africans or anyone, to be honest. So great to hear. But do you know, is there any specific requirement or which you think it's very complicated to fulfill? Like in other countries, there is a requirement that you need to show some sort of income proof. I'm sure there has to be income proof here as well, right?
yeah, we can say the main requirement is 3,504 euros per month income. So you have to
Sure.
prove that you get this income, and
Mhm.
also prove that you are actually digital nomad, meaning that you can do
Mhm.
your work independently of location and you can travel the world. And this is the way to do it legally.
Yes.
As
Okay.
in, yeah, as
Absolutely.
in
No.
most cases, you need a working permit whenever you go. You need a working permit, actually to do it legally. It's digital nomadism is something new in the world. So
Yeah.
I guess the legal legislation has not like
Yeah.
yet so accommodated it, but
Yeah.
Estonia has proven to be a forerunner in many areas and regulated as a new thing. So this is a good way to do and be digital nomad legally. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's incredible, guys. I mean, even if you're hosting a webinars, community webinars like me, you're kind of working digitally. While that I'm a volunteer today, I my other work is like visa review, of course. So okay, good to know. And I want to ask everybody, please, this is your chance. Normally, Tavi's consultation costs you money, but everyone in this webinar today will get a 15-minute free consultation with Tavi. So this is exciting. Normally, it costs about up to 50 euros, but Tavi was very kind and generous for our community. And he said he will be offering 15 minutes free consultation for anything related to tax, digital nomad visa, registering a company or e-residency. You can ask any question in the 15 minutes one-on-one call. We will share how to contact Tavi in a minute, but please push throw your questions, shoot your questions at us, and I will ask Tavi. So first question is there, if I'm an American, what would be the benefits of opening a company in Estonia? It's a very broad question, but yeah, please, if you could guide us.
Well, we can look. First of all, you can look at uh, fund, Tax Foundation. I think was the organization that has rated different countries, and it has rated Estonia as the first company in like amongst OECD countries in tax competitiveness. So certainly Estonia is a good place for optimizing your taxes
Mhm.
and
Okay.
growing your business, and it has shown to be a great location for unicorns and a lot of startups. So if you're running an IT business or a startup, I think Estonia can be a great location.
Yes. Okay. That's incredible. And is there a way to get a real residency or passport by purchasing a certain amount of land or property in Estonia?
There is a way to get a residency permit as an entrepreneur.
Mhm.
So the main requirement is to invest 65,000 euros and also submit the business plan. So when you can do that and establish yourself here, maybe hire Estonian people or just invest, then it's possible. Yes, they give the residency permit for up to 5 years.
Okay. Wow. That's incredible. And we I can ask you later if there's a path to citizenship as well. But first question from Ella that um, if we are nomads and have a company and e-residency in Estonia, what kind of expenses are accepted as business expense so that they don't have to be taxed? If I am not mistaken, in Germany, for example, I heard that even some clothes and travel, our personal computers and lunches can all be covered as work expenses as freelancers. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, definitely. This is our bread and butter, like so to speak, to explain you how to optimize taxes. And you can say that accounting is actually a very creative profession. So there are ways to interpret things, and it's a matter of interpretation in a lot of times. So uh, yes, the answer is yes. So a lot of times you can put things as a business expense. Even the salaries are like business can be a business expense, and in certain cases even tax-free business expense. So say like have a Estonian company, and if it hires somebody from a tax-free country, then actually it will not be taxed in Estonia, and it will not even be taxed in this country which doesn't charge taxes on employment. So it can be possible even to avoid taxes in certain cases, which is like not avoidance in a legal sense, but yeah, way almost zero.
Optimization, to be honest. And you know what, like it is real expenses, because I am traveling to be, we are digital nomads, we are traveling. Of course, is not, this travel is not sponsored by my company, but it's by my own expenses, my own company. So it would be awesome if it's covered. I forgot the question from Boris. I'm a citizen of Slovakia, but I am a digital nomad as well. What is the best way for me to have a legal entity in Estonia? A limited company or self proprietorship? Is it e-residency fully English friendly, or do I need to speak Estonian?
Let me see. Yeah.
Yeah. The last one I can answer, Boris, is absolutely available 100% in English. I think you can sign up. There are English forms. You don't need to know Estonian to operate your e-residency. Correct?
Not at all. Yeah, you can do everything in English. Estonia is like most people speak English, I can say. So it's very easy to get by with English here. Government websites are in English. You can read about taxes from official sources, etc. There is a lot of materials available in English, so it's very easy, I can say. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So what about these other queries he asked about proper self-proprietorship or limited? I know it depends on individual case, but if you could shed any light.
just looking at the statistics, we can say that the legal entities of like having a limited company is much more popular. So it must be better, but in certain cases, of course, self-proprietorship can be more optimal. Like even if we look at the residency permit process, like there is also a way for self-proprietors to obtain residency permit, and then the investment requirement is less than 65,000, but instead it's 16,000. So
Wow.
if you can
Okay.
come up with a business model and you're ready to invest 16,000 euros, then it's actually possible to obtain a residency permit in Estonia.
Oh, oh wow. See, I mean, Taavi, you're an expert. You keep giving us incredible this, bites, sound bites, which is making us excited. So thank you. And next question, Amy asked, what are the different options to withdraw money from the company account? Salary or dividends? And how would company owners typically do that when they're also based tax resident in Estonia?
Yeah, I guess there are multiple ways to do that. Most classically, yes, salary and dividend distribution. So, and also, sometimes people lend money or from other companies, they pay back by loans, or they have other companies that are servicing the Estonian company
Mhm.
and invoicing the Estonian company. So
Sure.
these are the
So
typical ways.
like salary, dividend, and another company or entity is expensing the Estonian entity to withdraw the money. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you very much. And if a company makes less than VAT threshold, then is it correct that they cannot claim expenses? Thank you.
No, I don't really understand the question, but I can say it's not true. Yes, you can still claim expenses.
Okay, perfect. And I think what could be a last question, guys, because we're running out of time and Tavi is a very busy person. So Thomas asked, when running an e-residency business, salaries are business expenses, not text distribution, correct? I think you covered that already, I guess.
Tax purposes, I mean, not necessarily it will give you straight away tax benefits, but there are ways to optimize things, so it can be beneficial for sure. Okay. Usually opening company is not done solely for tax benefits, because I tell you a little secret. If you talk with the tax official and they ask you about what is the point of this company that you have abroad, you should really never answer that it's tax benefits, because this is not a good answer. So better is to come up with some other story, and tax benefits is just is a good thing to get as a side benefit, let's say.
Wow, this is an incredible tip. So everybody remember this: tax benefit is not the key word you want to spit out of your mouth. So thank you. And I want to ask you now the last thing, that you're so kind to offer 15 minutes free consultation to everyone in the webinar. How they can reach you? Your email, direct email is the best way, or going on a website and filling out a contact us form, or through VisaDB? What is the best way to reach you?
Yeah, just please check our website and drop us an email. So it's ibccs.tax. You can probably write it in the comments.
Yeah, please, that would be so kind of you. Amazing. Yes. So guys, there is a website for you. So I really want to show my gratitude. I'm literally showing my gratitude, Taavi, for taking out the time and speaking to my community, to my people, and sharing this knowledge bomb. And I'm sure many of the people have benefited from your time here. But of course, as Taavi said earlier, every case is unique because we come from all over the world, not from one country. So every case is unique. Contact Taavi, talk to him, hire an expert to save very costly mistakes. I made them in the past, and now I always go through experts. So reach out to Taavi, check out his website, contact him. It's free consultation, right? You don't have to pay anything. So contact him. And of course, if you like what he's offering you, then you should hire his services as well. Remember, next week we are having a webinar. I guess it's about Thailand, how to move and live in Thailand. So join us if you want, and have a wonderful day wherever you are. And I love you. Love you all. Thank you. Thank you, Taavi.
Thank you. Let me say a few words. I just want to say that everyone is also welcome to visit our office in Tallinn, and also to see me in person. And we are also hosting a business seminar in Georgia in 10th of December. So everyone check out our website, and hope you can also have a chance maybe to visit us there.
Yes,
thank you.
Please go visit him in person and visit me in Brazil or Argentina in the next few months. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Taavi, and thank you, everybody, for joining and tuning in. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.